Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my tube of living to your highest potential. My name is Aubrey Apple, and first things first, my coffee. I actually had a shot of coffee this morning. I went surfing. That's like better than coffee. Anyway, here I am going to talk about your highest potential. I'm gonna keep my hair up today. I'm gonna keep my hair up today because it's a little hot, and if I turn on the fan, it's gonna create noise. So I don't want to keep doing this. Anyway, living to your highest potential. That title actually just came natural for me when I sat down to start recording. Because living to your highest potential is actually my number one goal for myself. To live at my highest potential, whether that be through being a mom or surfing or working or being a partner, is to do my best and live at my highest potential. So I thought I could share that with you folks, is to live to your highest potential. So that is my tube, is living to your highest potential. I hope that I could communicate my experiences and life lessons to you folks out there who are living day by day, doing what is expected of them and not having a chance to live at their highest potential. This video is for me to learn how to communicate better and also teach what I have learned so far with life, and hopefully it helps you. Let's start. Let's talk about scars. When I was surfing today, I was thinking about this scar on my leg that's kind of bumpy. It's through a barbed wire that I was kind of stealing this fruit back in the Philippines, and the barbed wire kind of went through my leg, and when I pulled it out, it created a scar. And I also have this scar on my face. It's not that quite visible as much, but it bugged me growing up. It's through from this sickness. It's like a chicken pox, but it's like a steroid chicken pox. I forgot the name of it. Solcer or something. I'll ask my mom. But when it hits your body, it only hits one part of you. Like my great-great-grandmother, I believe, had it in her back. Like it just hit one part of her back, and it happened to be on my face. And when it hit, it covered my whole face, and it created this scar in my nose and in my face that my mom, to her avail, was trying to cover that scar by putting ointment and whatnot. But it did not disappear because it's such an indentation. And I used to be very shy about it, that I would put bangs so that no one would see it. And then when I was in high school, I have this burned on my leg from riding with my older brother in his dirt bike. When he parked his dirt bike, I put my leg where the muffler is, fresh heat. It was just fresh out of the grill. Psst. I was like a steak on that grill. And it left a huge scar shaped of a Pringle. Yes, the thing you eat, Pringles. And I was very, very embarrassed of it, that I would put handkerchief when I wear shorts. And then I decided to always just wear pants. So when I moved to Chicago, I still wore pants. And because of my best friend, who was very carefree and confident, she gave me my first Victoria's Secret mini dress. It was black, and it was high above my leg. And I said, oh, I can't wear that. It's showing my scar. And she said, what scar? And I showed it to her, and she's like, I didn't even see it. Not until you point it out. No one's going to be looking at that scar. They're going to be looking at you. And because of her, my confidence kind of got built up. And I still put bangs here and there. But in life, I let go of the bangs. I start opening my face. And I don't even think about the scar on my face or in my legs. I thought, when I was sitting down today surfing, I thought I'd talk about scars and what we could do. Sorry, this sun is I can't find there. There? Okay. I thought we should talk about scars and what we should do to build our self-confidence when we have these scars that we're like holding on to. My most recent scar is actually my C-section. And after my C-section, I start covering it with high-waisted bikini or one piece. I know I shouldn't be covering my stretch mark or my C-section because I carried twins. Human being in my belly, of course I'm going to have stretch mark. Scars is frowned upon, especially for women. And where I came from in the Philippines, scars is like a rare thing for most women. They're just supposed to be delicate and not like scarred up. And when I was in high school, most women who get like tiny scars, they're like all over patching that up with ointments and carefully trying to like take care of that. And I did not take care of my scars. And after a while, I start forgetting that I actually have a scar on my face or in my leg, because when I go out in public or in a club or whatnot, I used to like think, oh, they're looking at my scar, but when they're complimenting me and they're telling me that I have a really nice smile or I really have a nice face or that I'm pretty or whatever compliment they're giving me, then it helps boost up my confidence and I start forgetting about my scar. Then I realize that I'm the only one who sees my scar. Unless I point out my scar, they actually do not notice it. So that's why I think this is a good topic to talk about. When you have a scar, a visible scar or unwanted part, you don't really see beyond it, but others do. They see you, not your scar. And if they notice your scar, they're just like, oh, it's a scar. Like my C-section, I was very shy about it, and my partner doesn't even notice it. It's there, but doesn't really see it, right? Because I am a whole individual and I have enough personality to cover that scar. But it is such an effort to cover our scar where we're supposed to be wearing them out. And that is easier said than done. I am going to practice actually to show my scar. I'm already showing my scar in my face. I actually don't put makeup on my face. I just put eyeliner, and right now I put some mascara on just to look presentable. But in general, I don't cover my scar and the leg and my scar and my leg. I don't even think about it anymore because there's so many things in life that is so beautiful and there's so many things to do that I just naturally forget about the little things. I still do think about my C-section because it's the newer scar. It is harder said than done, and there is a lot of people out there, especially women, who are very, very conscious about their scar. I know growing up that most Filipinas do not like scars at all. They're like very adamant about covering it up. They're very good about oiling it up or just trying to take care of it. I wasn't very good at taking care of my scar. I'm still not careful about taking care of my scar. And I heard this audiobook last night, Psycho-Cybernetic. This surgeon is taking care of a lot of people's scars or disformation or like boob implant or nose jobs or whatnot. He said some of them, when after the surgery, still don't feel confident and they still feel like there's something wrong with them. And he started researching the psychology with scars and disformation, and he discovered that in some part of Europe, specifically Germany, that most people actually wear their scar like a badge or a trophy because they did something amazing or they did have fun or they did something memorable. So when it comes to scar, he said some people actually sees it as a good thing, some people sees it as a bad thing. most people who sees it as a bad thing disfigure them, and they can't, like, they're confident they can't actually function as a proper human being when they keep thinking about their scars. And I know the feeling of this because when I was in high school, I was very, very conscious about my scars. But because I started becoming confident from other people telling me that they don't even see the scar on my face or the scar on my leg, or if I am in my bikini, they don't actually pay attention to the little minute things, but the actual wholeness of me, then it helps me kind of live to my highest potential. But when I gave birth, I still was kind of like, I don't know, I'm not going to like surf with bikinis or go to the beach with my bikinis because of my C-section and my stretch mark. So I'm going to give myself a challenge of 30 days of just wearing two-piece bikini and just show off my C-section and show off my stretch mark, because it does take 28 days to form a habit, and maybe I will have that kind of habit of mind to be confident about my mama body. I am very active in the ocean, so it's not hard to put on two bikinis because I'm always at the beach. So when it comes to scars, it sometimes stops us from going forward and being more of ourselves, because all we can think about is that scar and that thing that happened to us. And there's a red line. I can't find my spot. Okay. So here's a quick suggestion. When you're worried about your scar or that thing that you think that people are noticing, or even like the breast, like if you're an A cup, what helps is actually finding another spot in your body that you could actually change. Like say your butt, just do a lot of squats, and if you have really, really nice figure, just concentrate on that and not the one that you don't have. Now, I'm all about confidence, so if you decide to do a breast implant, then go for it. I was actually thinking of that too, even if I have a natural C cup, sometimes a little bit D-ish, but because I breastfeed my kids, I have this, like, of course, it just, gravity just went down, right? So this is all motherly talk right now. I was thinking, should I lift them up? But my partner, he's very, very kind. He's like, I seriously love it. Don't do anything with it. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it natural. But like I said, if you felt like you need to do something with your body, then go for it. But if you have that little scar or that big scar or that minute thing that is like bothering you, and you feel like you need to like cover it up or do plastic surgery or anything like that, try to remember this. An oyster, when scarred, produce a pearl. One suggestion is to actually build up your self-confidence in a different way. Like my personality actually kind of built up after I formed my scar, because I did so much activities and so much memories built in gearing towards this scar of mine. Think about those moments where you got your scars. Mine was this disease or sickness that I got healthy after and got over it, and the scar on my leg from my brother spending time with him in high school, and then this C-section I have from giving birth to my daughters, and also the scratches that I gotten and stitches from surfing. Those are not inhibitors to my life, even if it's not per se beautiful. It is a memory, and those memories actually help me become who I am today, a strong individual who is very mindful of her own thoughts and well-being. And here I am teaching, where before I was very shy talking to people or an individual face to face. Here I am trying to practice my communication skill, and hopefully where I have failed and learned, I could pass on and teach. I hope this video helps you as much as it helped me. Aloha!